It's your boy Puffinstein, aka Spank Dog, at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the NBA's top 50 players today. Mostly the top 20, but yeah, and we're gonna talk about how Karl Anthony Towns dropped 62 points today. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Karl Anthony Towns, he dropped 62 points today. This is up to date. This is January 23rd, 2024. So you don't think that you're watching something old. Right now, Karl Anthony Towns is 34th in the world, which is he's the 34th best player in the world right now. And we're going by player efficiency. So Joel Embiid is number one. So Karl Anthony Towns probably after the 62 points. I don't think it registered yet. He'd probably be, from 34, he might jump up to 30, maybe 31, Notable mentions, Desmond Bain, man. But anyway, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Joel Embiid, the number one player in the world. The stats are crazy. He's averaging 35 points per game, 11.4 rebounds per game, and 5.9 assists per game, along with 2 blocks per game on 53% shooting with 1.2 3-pointers made per game. That's insane. And I have a feeling that his 3-point percentage is pretty good. It's probably around 33% or higher. I mean, he's the greatest player in the world right now. If they were going to give out the MVP today, it'd go to him. Then we got Luka Doncic, is second greatest player in the world right now, actively in the moment. He's averaging 33.6 points per game, 9.2 assists per game, and 8.3 rebounds per game. He's shooting almost 500% from the field at 48%. And it's hard to believe that Jokic and Embiid shoot better free throws than Doncic, but it is what it is. They're kind of close, at least Jokic and Doncic. Joel Embiid's shooting 88% from the free throw line. You believe that? I used to think he was like, how a big man automatically you think he's not graceful. 88% from the free throw line. That's insane. The best player in the world, right? The fourth best player in the world right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 31.2 points per game, and he's averaging 11.4 rebounds and 6 assists per game on 60% from the field. That's an impressive field goal percentage. He's shooting 66% from the free throw line, so out of the top 4, he's the worst. But the field goal percentage, 60%, that's crazy. The one that protects the ball best is Nikola Jokic out of the 4. Now, this is when it gets, when you're talking about investing in cards and trading cards, the top 4 are pricey. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, if you get a chance, get some Shays. They're expensive a little bit, but not nothing like the first 4 that I named. Like Shea Gilgeous right now, and he's been staying at that same exact level of play. He was first team All NBA last year, and he's doing it again. He's the they're both point guards, Luka and Shea. But I would think he would make first team All NBA this year. If not, Anthony Davis will get it because they're missing they actually got 3 big men. I don't know, but he's playing. He's the 5th best player in the world right now, SGA, at 31.1 points per game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and the steals, 2 steals a game. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. He's shooting 90% from the free throw line and 55% from the field. He's a good shot. He makes good choices. He has a good shot selection. After that, like Anthony Davis. He's shining right now. This is incredible. I'm so happy for him. He hasn't been in the top five, top six even. He hasn't been in the top six in a while, in a long time. Trust me. I've been paying attention to basketball like scientifically for the last like 7 or 8 years, and he's not been around in the sixth spot. That's nice. 24 points per game. Sometimes when it's 23.6, I'm going to just say 24. So 24 points per game, 13 rebounds. He's the, no, I'm sorry, 12.2 rebounds. And, not many assists, 3.7 assists. But he does have 2.4 blocks per game. So, yeah, and Anthony Davis, also efficient from the field, 55%. 81% from the free throw line. Anthony Davis shoots free throws better than better than Doncic. That's not good. Doncic gotta work at the free throw line. So then there's Tyrese Halliburton in number 7. First of all, Shea and Tyrese are new additions to an all first team all NBA status. They haven't jumped yet. They haven't come close enough to getting a ring. If you were going to hear my recommendations about cop and trading cards, it would definitely be SGA and Tyrese Halliburton at the moment. Some of these guys up here, they're a little disrespectful with like KD probably should be worth a little more, which is number 8. Kevin Durant is in the 8th slot. Now, if you take his age into consideration, that's absolutely bizarre. He's doing a LeBron. People don't look at him. He's like a year or two younger than LeBron, I believe. I know LeBron came out in 2004 as a high schooler. So 2003 actually, and then Durant was 2007. So they're 4 years apart, including the high school. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe they're I would say they're about 3 years apart, just on a guess. So, but anyway, Kevin Durant is averaging 29.2 points per game, 5.6 assists, and 6.3 rebounds on 88% free throw shooting and 53% from the field. All these guys have high minutes, 34 minutes, 36 minutes, 33 minutes. So we're not going to mention minutes per game unless there's a big drop off, and that don't happen for the first 20. All right, this is somebody that you better hurry up and get to. Listen, I'm going to tell you, the top 10, the last 2 are Domantas Sabonis and LeBron James. So we just named Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Davis, Tyrese Halliburton, Kevin Durant, Domantas Sabonis, and LeBron James. I know what I'm talking about. All of them are expensive, with the exception of Domantas Sabonis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Tyrese Halliburton. Run and get them before they go up. Trust me, I mean, like, there's no way these players are doing what they're doing and their cards don't go up eventually. Soon they're gonna get far deep into the playoffs. Sometimes people end up with rings. The way Domantas Sabonis, Tyrese Halliburton, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are playing, any of them could get a ring easily. So back to the order. Kevin Durant is in the 8th slot, and then in the 9th slot is Domantas Sabonis. Now, these are the more weirder statistics because he's a hustler. So he gets it where he can, and he's got only 20 points per game. This is the lowest points per game in the top 10. But he's averaging 12.6 rebounds and 8 assists per game. and he's shooting 61% from the field. And yeah, that's amazing. His the chink in his arm is probably the free throws. He don't get no steals hardly. But yeah, he's amazing right now. And then after him is LBJ, LeBron James. Yeah, so LeBron is averaging 24.8 points per game, 7.2 rebounds per game, and 7.4 assists per game. And he's shooting 74% from the field, thank God. I mean, from the free throw line, and 52% from the field. Do you believe this guy? You know, he's he's um he's been playing since 2003. It's 2024. 21 years of basketball. See, even though Durant is a little bit younger than him, I think by like a year or two. I don't even know, but he's definitely older and he's definitely played longer. Even though the age evens out a little because of the high school thing. The amount of years he played, 21 years opposed to 16. So that's 5 more years of wear and tear on your body. But you got to remember too, KD was playing in college, but it's not as rough as the NBA. And then this is my favorite in the 11th spot, Trae Young. He started off so bad. He worked his way up to 42% from 32%, 27 points per game, 11 assists per game. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way through the top 20, but I'll definitely keep going, and then whoever I don't cover, I'll just name the rest of the top 50. So after Trae Young is Devin Booker, and it's crazy because Devin Booker, right? He came this close to being a champion. Right now, overall, Trae Young is ahead of him. So if Devin Booker could have won a ring, that means LeBron could still get one. Trae could get one. DeMontis could get one. Kevin Durant could get one. Tyrese Halliburton could get one. Anthony Davis could get one. But then the crazy thing is the only top 10 that has two players in it is LeBron and Anthony Davis. They got the best shot at the title, in my opinion. They're the only team with two of the top 10 players in the world. So let's keep going because, I know people are always in a rush. So we're going to talk about Devin Booker averaging 27 points a game, 7.7 assists, 4.8 rebounds, 48% from the field, and 89% from the free throw line. All right. Number 13 is Donovan Mitchell, 27.8 points per game, 5.9 assists per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 88% free throw shooting, and 46% from the field. Now remember, when you get to the 10 to 20, you're gonna notice a drop off in the field goal percentage usually. So Jason Tatum is number 13 at 28 points per game, 1.9 steals per game, which is pretty good. That's why I mentioned the steals. 6 assists per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 88% from the free throw line, which is great. 46% from the field. It could be better. But you got to remember, a lot of these guys hoist up 3-pointers left and right. Oh, my bad. I got Tatum's stats wrong. Let me get that. 26.7 points per game, 4.4 assists per game, 8.3 rebounds, 80% from the free throw line, and 46% from the field. I wanted to get that straight because I had said Donovan Mitchell's numbers for Tatum. John Morant is in at 15, but he only played 9 games. This is the first drop off in games played when we hit the 15 slot. He's still doing amazing for 9 games. 25 points per game, 8 assists per game, 5.6 rebounds per game, and he's shooting 87% from the free throw line and 44% from the field. Now, mind you, he's coming back off of some stuff, regardless whether it was something he brought upon himself or not. It's hard to keep your mind right when you're going through that kind of thing and then come back and still be that good. LaMelo Ball, it's a shame he's only played 19 games, but he's number 16. Almost identical stats to John Moran at 25.1 points per game, 7.8 assists per game, which is 8 and 8, just like John Moran. The assists are around the same with LaMelo and Ja. It's identical. It's pretty much John Morant and LaMelo Ball are 15 and 16, and they're both 25, 8 and 5. So they're both shooting around the same from the field. LaMelo is actually a better free throw shooter at 87%, and he was 44% from the field coming in. But he launches. De'Aaron Fox. Now this is where, well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you about John Morant, LaMelo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young. Those are more guys that you could go out and get right now at a really good price. Devin Booker is high priced. Jason Tatum is high priced. And John Morant was high priced till the gun incident, and then now that everything got ironed out, he he settled in the price in the trading card market, and it looked like he's gonna start rising again. Hopefully forgiveness sets in and he keeps on the straight and narrow. But right now, you can't get Tatum for a low price or Devin Booker. But Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, LaMelo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, who was the next guy I was gonna talk about, they're all so good priced right now that you'd be silly not to buy any of them. Jalen Brunson is number 18 right now in the world, the 33rd pick in the draft. That's crazy. Jalen Brunson. Well, De'Aaron Fox, let's say his number is 27 because he's number 17. 27.9 points per game, 5.8 assists per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 71% from the field. I mean, from the free throw line. De'Aaron Fox struggles from the free throw line. 46% from the field, and he takes very good care of the ball, though. Only 2.6 turnovers per game. So next is Jalen Brunson. This is just 6-footer, 6'1", 33rd pick in the draft. How is he in the 18th slot over Damian Lillard? It's crazy. He's 3 numbers ahead of Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's number 21 right now. You believe Tyrese Maxey and Kyrie Irving are playing better than Damian Lillard this year? That's the 19 and the 20. So we're gonna say their numbers real quick. Jalen Brunson, 26.5. Well, Jalen Brunson at the 18th spot is 26.5 points per game, 6.5 assists per game, and 3.9 rebounds per game. We're gonna just keep it like that for now. Tyrese Maxey's in the 19th slot with 26 points per game, 6.7 assists per game, and 3.7 rebounds per game. Also shooting 85% from the free throw line and 44% from the field. Tyrese Maxey is another person you could grab right now for great numbers. And then Kyrie Irving's a little expensive. He's another one that, that's just how it is. Even though he's in the 20th spot, he's worth more than about like 7, 8 guys that are higher than him. The people that I told you to buy, I told you that you could get them now for a good price. Don't blame me when you see them for way higher in a year or two. So they even go up faster than that. The playoffs are coming. Whoever, let's say Tyrese Halliburton makes it all the way to the final game. I gave you your chance and you missed it. So Tyrese Maxey's number 19 with 26 points per game and 3 rebounds, 6 assists. And then Kyrie Irving's at 25.3 points per game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 89% from the free throw line. That's nice. 47% from the field. Okay, so then we're gonna run down the last 30 because I'm not gonna say every single stat. I'll say notable mentions of people you should cop though out of the last 30 because the top 50 is really what you should look at. 21 Damian Lillard, 22 Alperen Sengun, 23 Julius Randle, 24 Anthony Edwards, 25 Kawhi Leonard, 26 Bam Adebayo, 27 Stephen Curry, 28 Lauri Markkanen, 29 Scotty Barnes, 30 Terry Rozier, 31 Desmond Bain, 32 Victor Wembanyama, 33 Paul George, 34 Karl Anthony Towns, 35 Pascal Siakam, 36 Cade Cunningham, 37 Zion Williamson, 38 Jamal Murray, 39 Paolo Banchero, 40 James Harden, 41 Brandon Ingram, 42 DeMar Rosen, 43 Jaylen Brown, 44 DeJounte Murray, 45 Kyle Kuzma, 46 Jimmy Butler, 47 Fred VanVleet, 48 Evan Mobley, 49 CJ McCollum, and 50 Tyler Herro. What I'm going to do for you is name people that you could get right now for cheap out of the last 50. Tyler Herro. CJ McCollum, you could still afford. Evan Mobley. Fred VanVleet's a little overpriced in my opinion. Jimmy Butler is overpriced in my opinion, or he's been playing for a while, so he's earned his what he's worth. But, right now I'd lay off. Kyle Kuzma you should buy right now. DeJounte Murray's affordable. Jaylen Brown's overpriced. DeMar DeRozan's overpriced. They all earned it, though. There's reasons why they're overpriced, but we're not going to get into that right now. Brandon Ingram, affordable. James Harden, overpriced. Paolo Banchero, affordable. Jamal Murray, affordable. Zion Williamson, finally affordable, and still, it's crazy that he did all that crazy stuff and he's worth that much still. Cade Cunningham's right on top of him. Goodbye, Cade Cunningham. All these guys that I'm naming, I'll name them again for you real quick. Tyler Herro, CJ McCollum, Evan Mobley, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Paolo Banchero, Jamal Murray. Those are all underpriced people. Zion Williamson, Cade Cunningham, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns. See, Paul George is overpriced. Victor Wembanyama, Desmond Bain is very underpriced. Terry Rozier is playing lights out right now. It's crazy how he has to struggle to get playing time. Scotty Barnes is affordable. Lauri Markkanen is affordable. Stephen Curry is definitely not affordable. See, that's what I'm saying. Stephen Curry is the 27th player. Any of these guys around him, which centers around the top 50, that means, they're all around Steph. At any time, any of these guys could be worth tons of money. I just named the people you can afford. Take my advice. I'm going to end it like that. Like I said, get Alperen Sengun, get Julius Randle, get Bam Adebayo, get Lauri Markkanen, Scotty Barnes, Desmond Bain. You couldn't get any better tips than what I just gave you.